Why Moses is still alive up today? Because Uganda still needs the grace of God. What did the prophet say? That Uganda is going to change leadership, not by war, not by election, but by military takeover. Full stop. What am I holding? What have I not spoken that was being pushed from my heart? That to avoid death of politicians like Chagulanyi. Father, cover his life in your wings that he may survive this shooting in Kampala before elections. There is a plan. There is a plan to shoot this man, Chagulanyi. I don't know how old he is now, but if he is still under 50, I will pray for him. If he is still above 50, I will allow it. So if he is still under 50, I pray for him as an infant. Psalms 8. Arise, 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 arise. Psalms 8, verse 2. Out of the babes and infants you have founded a bulwark because of your voice to silence enemy and the avenger. So, infants receive a word of protection. I see a cry in the home of Chagulanyi. The reason God has sent me to cause a word to silence his enemies and to silence they that want to revenge. People who are tired are many, but because they cannot avenge or revenge on they that made them tired, they can choose to avenge on they that are fighting against they that made them tired. I raise a hand upon Uganda that this planned assassination upon this young man may be averted now. My finger goes to the current NRM cadre, the kadogos. So there are some kadogos who are already paid money to cause a mayhem upon the nation. Not necessarily from state powers, no. These are saboteurs. No ignorant person doesn't know that the death of Chagulanyi now leaves a total collapse of this nation. No one doesn't know this. So the enemy or the people operating under enemy influence may think of this as a way for destroying a nation. May it not come to pass. When Moses is still breathing a word of power, may it not, kadogos, be warned. This is the word of God. May they be exposed, the three. Others are rebels, others are returnees. I thought once you are welcomed in a nation, you become a national event. May the coming of this funny man from exile, had Chakabari not died, this man was not going to be called back. So, the God who protected you not to die in exile doesn't expect you to do such a mistake in a nation that made you who you are today. Father, thank you for exposing him as an individual so that he may not allow this hand to destroy a nation broad day when Moses is watching over his land. It is my duty, because Kanomande not try this trigger to kill Chagoranyi. Bloody day is live broadcast of Moses in the Horn of Africa. Finish. This was the message. I think that was burning in my heart. This is what God wanted to know. That we are still protecting his affairs in a bigger way. In a bigger way. In a bigger way. Enemies, they fear truth. You will hear this news that some people were arrested and were linked to the evil hand of a terror group sponsored by retired generals like Mande and his composites of the old guards. So, because I was praying that if this government is to change, then these old people, let them be put aside, so that these other young men who still think beyond 50s can help the land be arranged to accommodate the current demand. There is a big demand. There is a big demand, but if this land is left into the hands of old guards, this message goes to the president of Uganda, that as you negotiate with these people over the change of government by military takeover, make sure you don't pile in more old people. They will not listen to what you have agreed. Put one on top, but the rest let them be these younger men. They will help you a lot than piling them, than piling old men whom you think will be protecting you. I saw this meeting, it is over. The meeting was held. I was asking God if he the one going to take the man to the hospital. He said, no, it is him who asked for it. Never ask God sickness. He can bring death. This is how God is a free giver. You can say, I'll be sick for 3 days, and you announce the takeover. When you, by the time you say, I'm going to be sick by yourself, God can bring a death sentence upon you, and you suffer the sickness that leads to death when God had not allowed it to happen in that way. But He has allowed the military takeover. We shall pray for you people not to see danger. Airports are open, don't worry. Borders are still open. I am yet even to open the border of Sudan, says the Lord, and he knows why. Because the border of Sudan, in quotes, the border of Sudan, in quotes, there are younger generals who sought or who think when all programs fail that they can come in the power of fire. May it not happen. If it failed with Konyi, it will never succeed with any person who is black in the heart.